Hello. Happy Sunday. If you're in this part of the world. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Gina, Daniel, Mystic Shining. Good evening. So good to see you. We'll wait for a few folks to pop in. I hope everybody's had a nice weekend. Have you? Tell me about it. Did you have a good Halloween weekend? Does it feel like fall where you are? Gina, I think the answer is probably yes where you are. Hi, Venus. Good to see you. Daniel, probably not. I think you're in the perpetually warm area. Hey, Craig. Craig, did you get the warm weather today that we're having? Craig's about 6 or 7 hours south of me. Hey, Melody. You're on the other side of the world. Fatima, good to see you. Spring outside. Ah, yes. Well, it's supposed to be fall here, but it was quite warm today. Quite warm. Let's see. Car repairs and some biking and pedaling. Oh, nice. Beautiful here in Connecticut. Colors on the trees are spectacular. Nice. Yeah. Same here. And let's see. Finally got that hour back. Oh, I totally forgot about I'm glad my computer clock changes automatically. I totally forgot about that. Yes, we fell back, right? Fall. What is it? Spring forward, fall back. Yeah. It just gets dark so early, but I'd rather have the extra hour in the morning, to be perfectly honest. I'm more of a morning person. And I feel like, I always feel like this time of year, it's the universe telling us, all right, hunker in, do like the animals do. Not you, Melody. You guys are just entering your beautiful season. You like my necklace? Thank you. I haven't worn this one in a while. It just caught my eye tonight. Thank you. Well, I'm so happy to see everybody, and I'm so happy to be back into somewhat of a rhythm where I'm not sick. I am still coughing, but I'm feeling much better. Listen, when I get a cough, I get it for real. I don't mess around, but I'm feeling good. I wonder though, and I'll talk about this in a minute. I have a question for everybody. But anyway, so I hope everybody had a really beautiful Halloween. If you celebrate Halloween, Melody, tell me, do they celebrate Halloween in Australia, down under? I don't know the answer to that question. I know more and more people are celebrating Halloween in the UK, but I don't know about in Australia. Do you celebrate, and same with you, Fatima, do you celebrate in Canada? Yes, much more so now. Yes. So the kids dress up and go trick-or-treating and things like that. Daniel got no trick-or-treaters, so you have to eat a ton of candy yourself. Oh, boy. Same here. Well, I think we got 4 groups, but I wasn't expecting many because in this new house we're in, I explained this before, we're in a college neighborhood. So there were a lot of parties going on, and I could see, big kids walking around in costume, but not around here for the little kids, not too much. So I didn't buy that much candy, thankfully, because I would have to eat it all. Yes, you celebrate in Canada. Okay. And I hope the temperatures are, I know some parts of the country had a plunge, where it got really chilly this week. And we got some of that. By Friday, it was still pretty chilly, but oh my gosh, we're in the 80s today. I would say Celsius, that would be about 27 degrees. Does that make sense to you? To those of you who use Celsius. Mystic Shining says, our bell used to ring nonstop. Yeah, same. And sometimes I think it depends on the day of the week too around here, because it fell on a Friday this year. So I think a lot of kids and their families have parties together. Like everybody kind of gets together, or they have those, what they call trunk or treat, where you go to a shopping mall or to something like that. So anyway, Fatima says, we are very sad in Toronto. The Blue Jays lost. I know, I was rooting for the Blue Jays. I'm so sorry. I like to root for the underdog. I feel like they were the underdog. Yeah. And hi, Liz, and hi, Margaret. So good to see you. Hi, Kim. Great to see everybody. So anyway, happy Halloween, happy November, whatever it is that you're celebrating, happy, happy, happy. And as I was saying, yes, we did have this heat wave. And tell me what the weather's like where you are, because it was nutty. I mean, this is Denver, Colorado, and November can bring snowstorms, but it was hot enough that I had to get out the shorts again. So very warm. I'm not complaining. Hello, Maria. Good to see you too. You cried so much. Oh, so sorry. Sorry to hear that. Oh, you fought again. I'm sorry. Life. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep. You said sunny and 45, no wind. You didn't reach 80 like we did, Craig? Craig lives due south of me in New Mexico. I'm in Colorado. So usually you'd be warmer. Anyway, it's nice. And I'm not complaining. We'll have a little bit of warm weather early this week, but soon enough, winter will be here. We had a record though today, a record heat. Today was nice in New York City, says Kim, but Halloween was so windy, my dog almost blew away. Oh my gosh. Oh, fun. I don't mean to laugh, but I have a picture in my mind that's pretty funny. I know, Maria. I know. I'm sorry. 51 in Connecticut. That's pretty nice. Anyway, so what else happened last week? We had that 3-eye atlas in its perihelion, the closest to the sun. What does that mean? Right? So, but what we noticed was that we were having lots and lots of solar flares in the direction of 3-eye atlas. And some are coming back around to the US, to the Earth, right? Earth direct. And it's interesting because I have been so tired the last few days. Does anybody else relate to that? So like I could take 3 naps a day and then go to bed at 8. Really crazy. I feel a little bit better today, but I'm just wondering if it has to do with some of this solar weather, because I know it can affect our bodies. These geomagnetic storms on the Earth can affect our bodies. Fatima, me too. Okay. It's not just me. We're just doing astrology tonight, Maria. I'm sorry. Yes. So Daniel tired, sleeping, Fatima sleeping a lot, Liz tired, Venus tired. Yes. I think it's just also just the world and all the icky news and everything too. Yep. Craig tired and sleepy. Yep. Okay. All right. Well then, good. It's not just me. I'm sorry that everybody else is feeling tired, but I needed to take the temperature of the room and see if everybody else is feeling tired. Otherwise I'm like, what is going on? I know I'm getting over this stupid cold thing too, but I should be past that by now. Anyway, so I guess that's just the earth is resetting and recalibrating us, and we're asked to downshift, take it easy, like give ourselves a little break and integrate this energy. Yeah. Okay. Moving on, we have the Mercury retrograde starting this week, but we have been in the shadow getting ready for this, so we should have been feeling some of that energy. Mercury retrograde, that retrograde is also joining Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, which are also in retrograde as well. So when they're all combined, it's just saying, okay, it's time to retreat, take a beat, recalibrate, review, look over things again. It's really it's that energy. Yeah. Ugh, Mercury retrograde. Venus, you've had a cold for a week. I know. Well, I'm getting over this thing. I don't want to jinx you, but mine took about 3.5 weeks, and I'm still having some effects. So whatever this thing is, I mean, I tested for COVID and it said no, but who knows? Maybe it's a new strain that the tests aren't picking up. Anyway. All right. I want to also wish everybody a very happy birthday who has all those Scorpios out there. If you have a birthday this week, especially happy birthday to you. And yes, so good times. We just had a birthday party for our son, who turned a big number. It was his golden birthday. Does everybody know what that means? I think I was the last to learn what that means. Anybody know what a golden birthday is? Oh, Maria, you're an amethyst. Sorry, you're a Scorpio. See, I'm stumbling over my words a lot lately, which is my sign. I mean, I do anyway, but especially so when we're in that Mercury retrograde energy. He's 50. No. Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Fatima, you win. Same age as the day you were born. He turned 30 on the 30th. Yeah. My eldest turned 30. And I don't know. Selfishly, that just it just freaks me out a little bit. But okay, he's doing fine. We're all good. So anyway, I want to welcome anybody who's new here and watching, lurking in the shadows. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel, and thanks for joining me. I am Kelly S., the Mystic Next Door, and I'm a healer, an intuitive, and a medium. And as you'll see here, I dabble in astrology a bit, so welcome. I look 30. Thanks, Gina. The check's in the mail. Same age as your daughter, Craig. Yeah. Where does the time go? That's what I want to know. Anyways, thank you so much for joining. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube-y things. I would appreciate it. Oh, Maria, you're 33. You're just a baby. Mystic Shining says, my golden age was when I was 1. That's funny. Well, mine was also when I was 30, because I was born on September 30th. So, but I didn't know the term at the time. I didn't know there was such a thing. So apparently it's a thing. So anyway, let's move on to the astrological weather for the rest of the month for November 30th. Let me start. See, Mercury. Let me start again. On to the astrological weather for the week of November 3rd through 9th. Yes, Mercury ties my tongue. Oh, you're the first as well, Liz? Funny. That's crazy. Oh, so what I want to talk about this month, and it's going to be a bit of a crazy month, guys. So we theoretically had a little break from the astrology in most of October, but all month and into December, we are in the heart of a water grand trine, which is beneficial, but it's also it's a beautiful flow between several planets in the water signs. But excuse me, there's the cough. Hi, Lucy. Good to see you. Hi, Margaret. Good to see you. But it's an emotional time. Water signs are deeply in touch with their emotions, right? Both good and bad. But it also means deep intuition, dreams, healing, nurturing energy. Can be a little like woo, right? Illusion, delusion energy that comes with Pisces, and depth that comes with Scorpio, right? And since we're in Scorpio right now, it's extra deep, right? Extra watery. And November is going to be it's just generally speaking, it's going to be another intense one. If you saw I wish I could figure out how to put a chart up. I will figure it out one day. But if you saw what the chart looks like, it's multiple grand trines sitting on top of each other. It's just very, very, very prominent in the chart. Tomorrow, Monday, November 3rd, Jupiter will form a square with Venus. So, okay, somebody's talking about there's Venus, right? So our two benefic planets, the two planets that bring us blessings, will be in a tense formation tomorrow. And so that's a clash between your desires for abundance and life's pleasures with perhaps your finances or your partnerships. So it's probably a wise idea every day, but especially tomorrow. Don't go out and splurge on a new car without making sure your husband, wife, partner, whoever is on board with that purchase, right? And just make sure that we're, kind of keeping our expectations. So Jupiter is expansive and Venus is kind of loving and beautiful. So make sure that we're just kind of keeping things in check, right? Keeping things in check. Craig is Pisces too. Yeah, we have a lot of water folks in here, don't we? Lots of water. I'm a Cancer rising. So, although I don't consider myself to be particularly emotional, as many Cancers can be, I think it's because I have kind of a balance of signs around my chart. So, anyway, moving on to Wednesday, November 5th. We have the full moon in Taurus this week. Look outside and you'll see we have a pretty bright moon right now. But full moons bring more emotion, right? So we have these water grand trines going on, but we have that full moon that also brings emotion. And full moons are all about culminations and things coming to fruition. And since it's in Taurus, though, Taurus brings some grounding to that energy, right? It brings some earth energy into that watery moon energy. So, and Taurus also suggests matters related to home, money, and food. Hi, Prince Charming's mom. Good to see you. We were just chatting earlier. Yes, you're a Cancer. True. And thank you for the gifts. She sent me some beautiful, I should go run and get it. We both went to University of Maryland and she sent me a bracelet. So thank you for that. Very sweet. But anyway, full moons are, I want to just say, interesting that we're in this time of the government shutdown and SNAP benefits. So if you're not in the US, you've probably heard, but the benefits for food, the nutrition programs for low-income people who need assistance are paused right now. And it ended on the 1st of the month. Now, it should come back when our government reopens. These guys are just idiots. I don't know what the problem is, but I kind of do, but I won't expand on it right now. But anyway, interesting that we have this full moon in Taurus that, and Taurus suggests, things, matters related to home, money, food. Yes. So the SNAP program. So it's really kind of reflecting that energy. Full moons are also times of release. So it's time for us to let go of any, bad feelings that we have, any emotions that no longer serve us, any old paradigms that just need to go. Okay. Gina asks, Kelly, does the astrology suggest when the shutdown will end? I'm wondering if maybe by the weekend, and we'll talk about that in a second. I'll tell you why. Wednesday, we also have Mars and Uranus forming an opposition. They're on opposite ends of the wheel at 0 degrees of their sign. And so Mars is an aggressive planet, right? It brings war, aggression, anger, action, right? And high energy. And Uranus is also a planet that's kind of explosive, right? It can be surprising and shocking. And so I'm wondering if that energy on Wednesday will set us up for some things that need to change. Perhaps the shutdown ending, or at least reopening the food programs. But, those things never happen without clashes. So anyway, this could be an intense day on Wednesday, guys, midweek. So let's stay, like I said, stay grounded, stay frosty, as my son would like to say. Craig said there was a VA hospital announcement that said breast cancer for veterans, screenings, you mean, will not be covered anymore. Really? That is really not good. Wow. I hope women in the military really stand up to that. Men and women. That's awful. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Oh my gosh. As they've said, it has to get bad enough for people to see. It's just bad. Okay. And then we move on to Saturday, November 8th. Uranus. It's all about Uranus. A lot of Uranian energy, right? Uranus will retrograde back into the sign of Taurus. Okay, so we're talking about that Taurus energy again. Uranus in Taurus promises, so Taurus, earth sign, right? Uranus, shocking, surprises, breakthroughs, things that come on all of a sudden. So when we see Uranus in Taurus, we often see weather challenges like earthquakes and hurricanes and volcanoes and shocking things, maybe electrical things. Also banking systems, technology can go wonky too. So Taurus, so the banking system, Taurus represents money. It represents how we, the banking systems that we use and the monetary systems. So Uranus may bring some unexpected surprises there too. And so it might be good to keep some cash on hand in case we see our bank machines go down and things like that. So it is a sad time. It is. I agree. Excuse me. And last, I alluded to this before, November 9th on Sunday, Mercury will officially go retrograde. Even though we've been in that energy for the last couple of weeks, it will officially turn backward. Let's see here. Yeah, you may have already sensed some things going wrong, maybe communications, technology, or travel snafus. I know that I have been stumbling. You just see I've been talking about that tonight, right? So I get stumbly with my words or mumbly. But anyway, so we just have to stay cool and watch our thoughts and our words right now. If you're traveling, tune up the car, give yourself more time, fill up the tires. And if you can avoid signing on the dotted line for something big over this month, it would be a good idea to do so. Otherwise, just use caution, make sure that you double, triple check everything, and you'll be fine. So this month, I'll reiterate, we have 4 planets in retrograde, giving us time to review and reflect, right? Retrogrades aren't all bad. They're really designed they do slow us down. And they can cause, Mercury particularly can cause little mishaps. But 2 of those planets, Mercury and Saturn, will leave their retrogrades by the end of this month, leaving only 2 more planets in retrograde. Of course, we'll feel their shadows for a little while, but it's going to relieve the pressure. It's kind of like a relief valve. The other 2 planets, Neptune and Uranus, will leave their retrogrades in February. Yeah. Okay, so I see. Kim says, I'm sticking my head in the sand Sunday. Yep. Gina, we are living in one of the most powerful times for spiritual transformation, right? We're kind of being we're being challenged to stay out of fear and keep the hope, hold the light for others who are having difficult times. Liz says her toilets were running in the middle of the night. Well, that's not good. Toilet technology. There's that water, right? The trine in water just wants to keep running. And Prince Charming's mom was born on a Mercury retrograde. So I want to say that, excuse me, those of you who are born on Mercury retrogrades may actually, feel more of a flow with a Mercury retrograde. So you may not feel as much impact. So that's wild. Yeah, I was born on a Saturn retrograde. So we're in Saturn retrograde right now. Craig says, I did notice my Trumper friend that are Trumper acquaintance next door stopped wearing his Trump hat. I know, you see it all over social media, right? Okay. Hi, Joyful Journey. Good to see you. So we're just about to move on to our actual TarotScopes for the week of November 3rd through the 9th. Please remember that these are general readings for your sun, rising, and moon signs, or for any planets that figure prominently in your chart. For instance, I have a Virgo stellium. That means 3 planets that are in Virgo. And so that means I have more of that, kind of healing. I don't really consider myself a perfectionist, but some people would say that I have some of those tendencies. So anyway, that figures prominently enough in my chart to pay attention to that sign as well, even though it's not any of the big 3, sun, moon, rising. Okay. Liz Rees, I've been hearing that from people, Craig. Yes. Mm-hmm. Very true. A flow. Okay. So you feel a flow during Mercury retrograde. And good for you. You get to feel it 3 times a year. Prince Charming. Prince Charming's mom. Prince Charming is her sweet little pup. Okay. The ones who can afford to give food to the needy. Yeah. Churches are helping and food banks. Thank you, Fatima. You're in Canada too. Yes. Please do. Please do. We have I gave to one of our biggest food banks here. Plus, we have little groups coming up on nextdoor.com, little neighborhood groups that are popping up and providing meals and connecting people up with meals and so forth. So, oh my gosh. I know. I'm going to have a party. We're going to have a party on the day that we flip over. Finally. Thank you, Gina. Hi, Jess3. Good to see you. I'm going to take a sip. My voice it still kind of comes and goes. And my husband, who never loses his voice, he has a hoarse voice. Okay. Okay. So, as I said, check your chart. Everybody has a unique chart. So I'm giving you just these specific signs Please check your chart for more detail about your situation. And remember that I start with a different sign each week. And today we will begin with Capricorn. And I'm going to use my Light Seers Tarot today. Oh, what a beautiful card came up. 2 of Cups. Okay. That's the Lover's card. Like the Lover's card. And I'll pull 3 cards for each sign of the zodiac. 1 is for the energy of the week. 2 is for any cautions or what should I be aware of. And 3, what actions does Spirit want me to take? Okay, so shall we begin? We're going to start with Pisces. No, I just did something wrong. Capricorn. Something happened here. No, I think I don't know if I'm doing this wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm starting on the wrong sign. But I think that's correct. We're going to start on Capricorn. So sorry about that, guys. All right. Okay. I am far from perfect. Thank you, Mercury, for helping me bungle this up. Yeah, Kim said, I'm going to donate to the food to the school. Even though we've been dumped from SNAP, I will help anyone who's hungry. Thank you so much. All right, Capricorn. What is the energy of the week for Capricorn? Okay, Venus. This is for you, for your moon sign. Okay. All right. Energy of the week. All right. Energy of the week for you. It's time to celebrate. The 4 of Wands speaks of reaching milestones, right? This is often the marriage card. If you're marriage-minded, or if someone in your family is getting married, think about what that may mean for you. This is a card of also stability of home and family, good times, all of that kind of energy. Very nice energy. What are the cautions of the week, or what should I be aware of? I think what this means is what we should be aware of is that it's a good time to really put our head down and get to work, right? Maybe learn a new skill. Perhaps work. What should you be aware of? Work might have a lot of action this week, a lot of activity. You may be really busy. You may have a new project to work on. What would that be for you, right? Or if you're looking for a job, it's a good week to find a job. Okay. And what action does Spirit want me to take? Well, they want you to take control. The Emperor is always large and in charge. Do you see he's so chill? They can be a little bit dominant sometimes, but this is energy that says, I own this. I can do this, right? So it's saying be confident in yourself this week. Wow, that's a good one, Capricorn. This is a very Capricorn energy, by the way. So it's nice. Jasri, we donate a lot to the food pantry. There's a lot of people go there. Yep. Yes. Thankfully, we have a lot of different ones, but I just donated to the biggest one here in Denver. Very nice. Thank you to everyone or anyone who can give, because there really are people who are going hungry right now. Yeah. Okay. Aquarius. Energy of the week for you, Aquarius, is this 4 of Cups. Excuse me. 4 of Cups is all about kind of complacency, maybe a little just kind of boredom. This could also be like a little unhappy with the options that are there before you. It's not tragic, but it's also just saying, like there's what more? Like there's got to be something more. So that energy may be sitting with some Aquarians today, this week. Cautions, or what should you be aware of? The Three of Pentacles. So I think this is about what to be aware of. Three of Pentacles speaks of working with others, collaboration, coming together to build new things, start new projects. But it's saying seek others to help you in the efforts that you're looking for, because you may have been trying to go it alone, right? Which is leaving you in that state. But find the others. Find the, as Kim Carey likes to say, find the helpers. Find others who are also working toward the same goals, and work together. And what action does Spirit want me to take? The Two of Wands. It's all about making plans, right? This is saying, just kind of like, get out of your funk and actually put pen to paper and make a list. Make some plans. This card can speak of travel, right? But it really talks about thinking big on the grand scale. What do I want for my life? And how do I build it, right? It's interesting. You have 4, 3, 2. So 1 is next. Then it's blast off. Okay, Aquarius. Get to work. All right. And Pisces. It is so warm in here. I should have a fan on. We've put all that stuff away since it's November, but you never know. Climate change, right? Pisces. We have a lot of Pisces in the room. Okay, Pisces. Oh, what? How's this possible? Oh, Pisces, 4 of Cups for you too. The energy of the week is the 4 of Cups. Again, this is that kind of malaise, just kind of like ho-hum energy. Is this all? I know there's got to be more out there, right? This is saying, this card too speaks of, see, she's looking over here at the 3 cups, kind of with boredom and dissatisfaction, but there's another hand that's reaching out with another cup that she's not recognizing. So it's saying there's something more there. You're just not looking, right? This is where all the fish go. The good fish go. Yes, I have a son. We've got a bunch of Pisces in my family. One of my sons is Pisces. He's a good fish. All right. Cautions, or what should I be aware of this week? The Hierophant. So this is a big deal. This is saying, search your heart. Really talk to your mentors, to your guides, to your angels, to source, and go deep within to hear their messages, right? Because there's messages here for how to get out of this state. You have pieces. You have pieces. You have Pisces in Venus. Interesting. And look at this. Action should you take? It's just saying reach for the stars, right? You have all of the possibility and the hope right now. So go for it, right? Summon your higher power to help you to get there too, right? Don't just sit in this ho-hum energy. Always cautious. Is that right, Fatima? I wish my Pisces son were cautious. He just kind of looks before he leaps, but Okay. I guess I'm his mom. That's my perspective. All right, moving on to Aries. Aries. What do we have for you Aries folks? Gina, I tend to live in a daydream. Yeah, that's kind of my son too. He's a daydreamer. All right. So Aries, what is the energy of the week for you? The 6 of Swords, right? It's saying you're about to leave a situation that's been difficult for you. You're moving on. And this is the leaving troubled water for calm now. So if things have been a little turbulent for you, Aries, this is a week to pivot and really move forward. This could also be a moving card as well, like physically moving to a new place. But if not, it's just moving out of a situation. Now, this is not a caution. This is, again, I don't think we have any cautions so far. What you should be aware of this week is the Knight of Cups. Look at that. Knight in shining armor with a bouquet of roses, right? Someone might be coming in for you with an offer. Now, if this is not romance that you're looking for, Aries, this could be a job offer or an offer for some kind of exciting opportunity that you've been hoping for. It's good. It's a good energy. Really nice. Does any other Pisces here get intuitive downloads through their dreams? I'm not a Pisces, but I do. I'll describe my dream the other day too. You're an Aries moon, Cheryl. Okay. All right. And you get another Cups card too, the Knight of Cups. What action does Spirit want you to take? King of Cups is about that is such a secure, beautiful, like compassionate, kind energy. Be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself and be good to others. It's also saying, look at him. He's sitting there with one hand in water and he's deep in meditation. And you see those rays coming out of his heart space. This is about loving yourself and loving others and really kind of sitting at just sending out that beautiful joy energy. Really nice. Oh yeah, I get dreams. I talked about it on Saturday. I'll describe it again at the end if you want. Related to the election. My dream that I had the other night. Fatima says, when my husband showed me a little while ago, someone did pass away. Oh, I missed the first comment. Oh, you were thinking that somebody had passed away. Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. I hope it wasn't somebody close to you. Okay. Taurus. Where are my Taurus friends? Taurus. We have a lot of Taurian energy this week, as I said. Yeah. Oh, you're a Taurus moon. Yep. Okay. Remember, Uranus is moving back into your sign, Jessry, and it can be a little disruptive. So hold on to your hat. That's happening this week. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Another water sign watching. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Mystic Shining. A distant relative died. Okay. I'm so sorry. Very many blessings to your family. All right. So what is the energy of the week for you, Taurus? It's the Queen of Swords. This is all about logic. This is seeing the big picture, strategizing. This could be the law as well, right? So, beware, take note of what that may mean for you, Taurus, right? Some of you Taurus folks may know what I mean with this, but this is really about kind of really using your head right now. And again, look what else we get in the what should I be aware of? Okay, Knight of Cups is someone coming in with an offer. This could be a proposal if it's love you're after. This could be, someone new coming into your life that becomes a lifelong friend. This could also be a job offer, an offer for to go to the circus. I don't know, go do something really fun. Okay, coming in hot this week. And I love this. What action does Spirit want me to take? The Magician. I often say this is one of my favorite cards because this is the card of manifesting your dreams, right? You can see she has that infinity sign right there on her hood. And this is just saying you have everything you need to manifest what you want. So good for you, Taurus. And maybe this is that you're getting that nice little bump from Uranus this week, as Uranus tiptoes back into your sign, as it retrogrades back into your sign. Story of your life, Kelly. My life, Kelly. Jessry, I can't remember what I was talking about, but I hope it's a good story. Oh my goodness. All right, moving on to Gemini. Gemini. Okay. And as far as dreams go, let me just say, before we go into Gemini, I want to say, before you go to bed, just set an intention. Ask your guides to send you dreams and help you remember them, right? Maybe a dream about a specific situation that's going on in your life. Ask for the dream and ask them to help you remember, right? Okay, on to Gemini. Thank you. These are the Light Seers Tarot cards, Liz. They are beautiful. Thank you. All right. Energy of the week for you, Gemini, is this Seven of Wands. This is a card, this card is like a mixed bag because you can see she's protected. She's in this bubble. She's all up on a pedestal too. So she's gotten to a point of life that's actually pretty good. But you've still got people coming after you. You've got the detractors, as I say, right? You see all those spears coming after her, the wands. It's as if you feel like you're kind of under siege a little bit, but you're under siege, but you've made it to this plateau, and that's a good thing. So recognize that, Gemini. All right. No caution here. What should I be aware of? The Two of Cups. And look how beautiful this card is. I love this card. Okay. Two of Cups is kind of like the mini lovers card. It's coming together. It's bonding, forming bonds with others, friends, lovers, you name it. It could even be signing contracts and coming to agreements. As I said, be careful during retrogrades with those contracts. Boy, I have shadows all over the place. It's dark in here. All right. And what action does Spirit want you to take? When we see the Page of Swords, this is about learning new things, initiating new projects, putting your ideas into motion, right? And so this is saying, you see all those light bulbs there and the book in her hand. This is saying, let's get going. Let's really put those dreams into action now. Yeah. Okay, Gemini, get to it. I feel like there's a theme here tonight. Jessry, I have dreams, but they're usually very weird and more sci-fi edge. Yeah. I had a really weird one this past week too. With this water energy, we are more likely to be having more dreams. All this Grand Trine water energy. Is that perfect for you, Liz? Okay, moving on to Cancer. Cancer. I feel like we're seeing a lot of cups tonight, right? And that makes sense. Cups are water. Cups are emotion, and water is emotion. And we're in the time of Scorpio, water sign, with these Grand Trines in water. Okay. What is the energy of the week? Three of Cups. This is often the card of surprise, of whimsy, right? It's creative and it's kind of, you can see there's a pig flying there, right? So it's really kind of creative and dreamy. Nice energy. And this is, if there is a caution here, The Eight of Cups speaks about walking away from something that no longer serves us, right? In the traditional card, 8 of those cups are still upright. They're still full, but you want to go find more. Okay. So this could be, again, like the other card that we talked about, the Six of Swords. This is a card that could suggest moving jobs, moving homes, moving, changing, leaving a relationship, perhaps moving on, really. But you see she's walking toward the sunrise. So this is a nice card. Okay. It's a good card if you like change. And I'm a Cancer rising. I like change. All right. And what action does Spirit want us to take? So when we see the Six of Pentacles, this speaks of generosity, giving and receiving. Okay. So it's saying right now, if there's someone in your life who needs your assistance, food banks, help them out. But also, if you need help, accept that assistance, right? Maybe you need help with this move, whatever that is. Prince Charming says, move someplace warm, please. Oh, is it cold? You're in Wisconsin. Is it really cold there? I'm fogging up because it's so warm in this room. It's crazy. I am fogging up. Well, you can move here because it's so warm. It is unusually warm. I will tell the dream in just a minute, Mystic Shining. I will. Yeah, this is kind of a follow-up to my election tampering dream of last year. I have not done Scorpio yet, Melissa. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, we're on to Leo. I start on a different sign each week. We're on to Leo. I'm so sorry it's not warm. I know there was a kind of a dip in the like a trough in the weather map this week. Okay. Leo, look at you. The energy of the week for you is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, new, emotional starts, right? All the love. Your cup runneth over, so to speak. All the happiness, all the love, all the joy, all the good things. Okay. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you joining us. I appreciate it very much. And this is, again, this is not a caution. This is what should I be aware of? Queen of Wands. She's fiery and she's passionate. You have this new start. Ace of Cups, a new passion. And then you get the Queen of Cups who says, follow your passion, because she just gets whatever she wants. It's saying, go for it, follow your bliss. And I love this too. What action does Spirit want me to take? Well, in this case, they're letting you know that this is a time of rebirth for you, Leo. Okay, Leo, sun, moon, rising, a time of rebirth. Right? Are you looking to sort of remake yourself in a completely different way? Do you want an entirely new career? Do you want to, be a TEDx talk, give a TEDx talk, right? Do you want to create a podcast? Do you want to start a new business? What is that for you? This is an opportunity to renew yourself. I know what you mean, Melissa. No worries. It's easy to do typos. Oh, you've got a Leo North Node. Wow. Okay. Well, good for you. All right. Moving on to Virgo. You keep me honest, Gina. Thank you. Virgo. Like I said, I don't have any of the big three in Virgo, but I do have a stellium in Virgo. So I pay attention. Stellium means you have at least 3 planets in one sign. Take a look at your birth chart. They're easy to find online. Okay. Well, Virgo, energy of the week is Two of Pentacles. This is a card of being off balance, and it's off balance because you have some, you're juggling two things. You're juggling a few things. You have some decisions to make. You need to perhaps, put one of those down and move in a specific direction. But when we see this card, it's saying, something in your life might be keeping you a little off balance. Is this your emotions? Is this your health? Is this someone in your household or a friend? What is that? Thank you, Gina. What are the cautions of the week, or what should I be aware of? Well, I would say the Justice card is not a caution unless you are in some legal trouble. But it's interesting that this is kind of a card of being imbalanced, and this is a card of finding balance, right? So something fair, something balanced is coming in for you this week, Virgo. Okay, so don't sit in that imbalanced energy too long. What is that for you? One of you Virgos, some of you Virgos out there will know what this is about. Okay. Now, whenever I get a card in the third position that can have maybe a negative connotation, and the third position is what action does Spirit want me to take? I always say this is what Spirit is trying to help you to rise above, right? Ask you to step out of this energy. And so this is saying we're worried about something, right? But you look at that. Isn't that interesting that you have that beautiful little white dove with all those crows helping you to sort of step out of that anxiety, the worry that keeps you up at night? Okay, so Spirit wants you to really kind of set your worries aside. Just read. I have Virgo in Mars, Jupiter in Saturn. Okay. I know that my Virgo, I have, I think I have Mercury, Uranus, and Pluto in Virgo. Yes. No, it's when they're in, oh, I see. Virgo. So you have Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn in Virgo. Yes, that's a stellium. Yes. They can be in different houses even. But all right, moving on to Libra. Okay. This is a beautiful one for you, Libra. I'm a Libra sun, so I'll take it. All right, the energy of the week is the Six of Pentacles. We saw this before. Giving and receiving. This is getting, ask for the help or give the help if it's needed, right? But this is about give and take, really kind of like the flow, the ebbs and flows of life. I'm a Libra sun too, Mystic. All right, you've got Virgo and Lilith, or Lilith and Virgo. It's the opposite. Okay, and again, this is not a caution. This feels a little bit more like what I should be aware of. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands says that you're going to get going this week. Like, Knight of Wands is fast energy. This is like straight out of the gate, like getting to it, like really getting to it, right? If there's something that you've been paused on or thinking about for a while, this is a good week. Mystic shining Libra, all you Libras out there, to get going, to really kind of take off the stops and get going. Okay. And what action does Spirit want me to take? Well, I think they're just saying you're going to be successful. This is all the happiness. The sun brings happiness, joy, illumination, answers that you've been waiting for. Look at that beautiful card. Right? So it's saying, get to it. Somebody's coming with the help for you right now. And you are going to be successful in your endeavors. Yes, I need it too. Yeah, it's a good one. It's probably one of the better ones that Libra's had lately, isn't it? Okay, we have Scorpio and Sagittarius, and I'll take a sip. Scorpio. Somebody asked if we had done Scorpio yet. Here we go with Scorpio. Give it a quick little shuffle. I shuffle between each sign. I hope you know that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Scorpio, you got your card. You got your card. For the energy of the week, the death and rebirth card. Right? Actually, the devil is really the Scorpio card, but the death and rebirth card is also a very scorpionic card, right? This is saying the end of an old way and the beginning of a new. We need to clear the decks. We need to clear the decks of anything that's not working for us anymore. But this says that a new way is on the horizon. And I love how they depict this card. You see that beautiful star right inside of where their face should be. It's saying change is coming, right? It is a little heads up. Change is coming, whether you like it or not. All right. Caution of the week is the Four of Cups, right? Again, we've seen this 3 times. And this is saying, you're sitting in your feelings. You're not recognizing your blessings, right? You've got 3 blessings here. You're not happy about it. And there's another one here that's waiting there for you, and you're not even seeing that it's right there for you. So if you can step out of your feelings a little bit and look around, you'll see that there are more opportunities for you. Okay? Especially with this big change coming along. And if I were a betting person, I would say this might be a financial opportunity, a job, or something like that, or health. Because this says, what action does Spirit want me to take? It's saying to recognize that you are abundant. You have all the beautiful, abundance in your life that you need. So recognize that. Take a minute to appreciate it. I've just started a series this month about gratitude for November. Please find the gratitude for all the beautiful things that are in your life. Okay. Last but not least, our Sagittarius friends. Now, this Mercury retrograde is happening in Sagittarius. So if you have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart, you may feel this a little stronger. Unless, like Cheryl, like Prince Charming's mom, you have Mercury retrograde in your birth chart. And then it may not be so bad. And here we go. Okay. Well, Sagittarius, I think I can see the Mercury retrograde happening this week for you. Hi, Denise. So good to see you. Thank you for joining us. The energy of the week for you, too, is the surprises, the whimsy, right? This is kind of joyful, fun energy this week that's available for you. The caution of the week, though, is saying 4 of Swords is telling you that you might need to take it easy, right? This sometimes can be, a health card that maybe you've been pushing it a little too hard and you really need to lie down. You need to take a break, right? But this can also be like, give yourself a break. Give yourself a little rest right now. Okay. All right. And, and I want to say, too, this is a card also, the 4 of Swords is a card of meditation. So going within, really kind of quieting your mind. And the actions that Spirit wants you to take. When I told you in the 3rd position, when I see this a card that has a bit of a negative connotation, as the 5 of Wands does, which is a little bit about petty conflict. When I see it in this position, Spirit would never ask you to get into conflict. What it's asking you is to watch out for anybody who may want to pull you into a conflict, or to just let things go that are maybe getting under your skin. You don't need to bother with that. Okay. So this week is kind of a little bit of a mixed bag for you, Sagittarius, but not too bad. These are not drastic. Okay. Well, thank you all we've gone all the way around the zodiac wheel, and somebody asked me to tell my dream again. And I'll see if I can tell it a little better than I did yesterday. So first of all, I'll have to go back to last year, right after the election. I had a dream, a very vivid dream about somebody who enabled some technology in the U.S., the voting places in some of the swing states. And they walked through and they changed the algorithms that started flipping votes. Okay. So that was last year. Very, very realistic dream. And I woke up just startled. And I knew that a person whose initials are EM was involved. It had something to do with satellites and other technology that was built into the machines that somebody walked through and enabled it. That was last year. So this early in the morning, yesterday morning on November 1st, I asked for a dream before I went to bed, and I got a dream that someone was cheating on a test. And I knew that this was in regards to the election and that we were going to find out in 10 days. There was something about 10. And I got this strong feeling about Steve Bannon, who's one of 45's allies, Roger Stone, those figures. But in this dream, it was as if we knew that someone was cheating. This was more symbolic, but somebody was cheating on a test, and we were going to find out how they cheated or something like that, or part of how they cheated in 10 days. So would that be November 10th? I don't know. But it was a pretty specific dream, right? 10 days. I don't usually dream in timing like that, in time. But it was very interesting. So let's just see. And, let's also be aware that it could be it could be that somebody finds out in 10 days, but we don't know about it. We may not know until a little bit later. Let's hope we start to find things out. But anyway, so thank you so much for coming and joining me on this fine Sunday evening. And look outside. It's so dark out. If your time has changed where you are. Denise, I've used the Light Seers Tarot, and I love, love, love this deck. It's just beautiful. It's really nice, beautiful colors. Anyway, yes, Liz, you hope so. Very cool. I remember the one you had last year. Yeah. Craig said, my friend was watching me with your show, and he was asking what's going on. And I said, the professor is giving a class, so I have to stay. I'll see you later. That's funny. Oh, funny. Anyway, everyone, I want to thank you so much for joining me. And I think I am going to do a Wednesday political one. So I'll put out a post and ask for, this is for the dowsing rods, and I'll ask for some of your questions. Here they are, right here. Because we need to know some things, don't we? Oh, Denise, Kelly, just this morning, Sterling mentioned treason that T will be charged with. Thanks. Yes. And I don't know. I thought treason involved. I thought there was a very specific definition of treason, but Lord knows what's going on. Anyway, I'm so excited to do some dowsing rods with you on Wednesday. So I'll see you then. And then otherwise, I'll see you next. I think we'll be together next Saturday. I have to check my calendar for some more personal readings. Oh, also, if you haven't, hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Trying to get to 1,000 finally. And I am open for readings. So if you go to my website at kellyhealing.com, I'll put it in here, kellyhealing.com. I'm available for readings. We can do some medical intuition and some healing. We can also do mediumship and some other intuitive readings as well. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Bye-bye.